Last week, I broke down what $700,000 get you in 4 different towns here in Central Connecticut. Today, I'm continuing that with another 4 towns, Rocky Hill, Berlin, Southington, and Middletown, because at this price point, something really interesting starts to happen. The house matters less, and the town starts to matter a lot more. Same $700,000 budget, but completely different lifestyles depending on where you land. So let's break this down. At $700,000 in Central Connecticut, you're in a strong position. You're not trying to get into the market anymore. You're choosing how you want to live. You're looking at homes that are spacious, updated, often move-in ready. But here's where buyers go wrong. They compare kitchens, they compare square footage, instead of asking, how do I want my day-to-day life to feel? Because each of these towns gives you a completely different answer to that question. Let's start with Rocky Hill. At $700,000 here, you're typically getting a 2,500 to 3,200 square foot colonial, often built between the late 90s and early 2000s. A lot of these homes have been already updated. So kitchens are modern, layouts are functional, and nothing feels outdated. Lot sizes here are usually moderate. You're not getting a massive land, but you're also not on top of your neighbors. It's very balanced. Now, where Rocky Hill really wins is location. You're right off I-91, about 15 minutes to Hartford, and everything feels accessible. That convenience is a huge reason people choose this town. Lifestyle-wise, Rocky Hill is quiet, predictable, and easy. You're not paying for a downtown scene, you're not paying for trendiness, but you are paying for convenience, clean neighborhoods, and low-friction daily living. If you want a solid value plus strong location without overpaying, Rocky Hill is a very strong contender. Now, let's move to Berlin. At the same $700,000 price point, you're still in that 2,500 to 3,200 square foot range. But here is the difference. You usually get more land. Lots tend to be larger, homes feel more spread out, and you get a bit more privacy. And you will find a mix of updated older homes, some new constructions, and colonials with more outdoor space. Berlin's biggest advantage is its central location. You're about 20 minutes to Hartford and about 20 minutes to New Haven, and well connected to major routes. So if your life isn't centered in just one place, this matters. Lifestyle here is more laid back. It's more quiet than Southington, less structured than Rocky Hill. But the trade-off is you don't have a strong town center or activity hub. So what you gain is space. You give up a bit in energy. Berlin is ideal for buyers who want more land, more privacy, and still need to stay connected. Now Southington, and this is where the shift happens. At $700,000, you're often getting 2,500 to 3,500 square feet, and in many cases, homes feel more updated, sometimes even newer. But here is the key difference. You're not just paying for the house, you're paying for the town itself. Southington has a strong community feel, a real town center, restaurants, events, and activity. It feels more alive. Lot sizes here can be a bit tighter compared to Berlin, but neighborhoods are very desirable and well maintained. And schools play a big role here as well, which keeps demand high. So what happens here? Prices hold stronger. You might pay similar money for slightly less land or space, but you're buying into a lifestyle. Southington is for buyers who want community, activity, strong long-term demand. It's less about maximizing space and more about maximizing how you live. And finally, we have Middletown. At $700,000 here, you're often getting 2,500 to 3,500 square feet. But what stands out here is diversity. You will see larger properties, more architectural diversity, sometimes more house for the money. Lot sizes can be larger depending on where you are, and in many cases, you get more flexibility in what that property looks like. Now, Middletown's biggest advantage is its downtown, and not just a small one, a real active downtown. Restaurants, cafes, nightlife, there is energy here that the other towns don't have. Lifestyle-wise, this is the most dynamic option on this list, but here is the trade-off. It's not as uniform. Some areas are stronger than others, so knowing where to buy matters more here than in the other towns. Middletown is ideal for buyers who want character, lifestyle, and potentially more home for the price, but also are okay with a little more variation in the market. So when we break this down, Rocky Hill gives you convenience and balance, Berlin gives you more land and flexibility, Southington gives you community and lifestyle, and Middletown gives you diversity and energy, same $700,000, but four completely different outcomes depending on what you value most. And that's really the point of this series, because buying at this level isn't about what you can afford. It's about choosing where your money works best for you. And if you're thinking about moving to Connecticut or upgrading within the state, reach out. I will help you break this down based on your lifestyle, your commute, and your long-term goals. And if you want more breakdowns like this, make sure you subscribe. I'm going through more towns, more price points, and helping you understand what living here actually looks like. And I will see you in the next video.